Selma Lagerlöf, born in 1858, is one of Sweden's greatest authors and the first woman to be awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature. Her connection with Strömstad and her many visits here are relatively unknown. Selma grew up at Mårbacka, her parental home in the county of Värmland. When only 3 years old, she suffered a serious medical disorder. Waking up in her room, she found she was unable to get out of bed. She had lost the use of her legs and was unable to stand. The condition persisted and no help was to be found. Selma's father, Lieutenant Lagerlöf, had heard of the health-giving saltwater baths on the west coast and thought that a visit to Strömstad with its spa was worth a try. The family rented a house in Karlsgatan in the town centre. Their landlady, Mrs. Strömberg, lived in a small cottage on the property, which was filled with a collection of exotic bric-a-brac brought home by her seafaring husband, Captain Strömberg, from his voyages around the world. Mrs. Strömberg told Selma that her husband had a bird of paradise on his ship. Little Selma had heard of paradise and was fascinated. When Captain Strömberg came home from his next voyage, Selma was anxious to see the wonderful bird. Once on board the ship, Selma became frightened by the dark companionway down below decks. One of the crew reassured her and offered to show her the way to the cabin where the magical bird was sitting in its cage. When her astonished family finally found her at the bird cage, they asked how she had managed to get there. Selma told them that she made her own way and showed them how she was now able to both stand up and walk on her own. A miracle had happened. This dramatic visit to Strömstad led to further visits, and as an adult, Selma returned to Strömstad together with her close friend Sophie Elkan.